Hey, your video is about to start. I just wanted to remind you that we are trying a new pilot of sorts of live Q&A for lunchtime with myself on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Probably will give it a go for about an hour. We'll see how it goes, if it can go longer than that. If no one's around to watch it, I'll just give you a little bit of um, any kind of information sharing tips I have for that day. Although I think our regular 9 a.m. share is going to be coming out as well. But anyway, I hope to see you there. And another reminder that we have our membership benefactor system that you can join if you want to be a benefactor and receive some of the perks that you get with that at the various levels. Okay. Thanks, guys. I'll see you later. Bye. Happy Sunday, everybody. This is Sunday's Social Security Roundup for the week of January 20th. Ooh, Monday, January 20th. That was an exciting day, huh? Through Saturday, January 25th. Okay, so let's get to it. On Monday, the 20th, we talked about the extra benefits that might be available to the other spouse or the spouse of a worker who has now collected Social Security. So the working spouse is now retired or disabled, collecting Social Security, and his dependents are therefore now potentially eligible for benefits. And sometimes it's actually a non-disabled spouse, young as can be, when they have a child in care that they are largely staying home to care for. So we go into that a little bit. That was Monday the 20th. On the 21st, oh yeah, this was a share about apparently a union finagled agreement with the SSA, courtesy of Commissioner O'Malley before he decided to jump ship and become the chairman of the DNC very recently, maybe at the end of 2024, allowing the teleworking staff of the federal SSA workers to continue teleworking despite the very poor customer service right now that has been, and for the last few years, that has been going on at the field offices, including no one's answering the phones oftentimes, and people are not able to get basic things done or answered in terms of their Social Security matter. This includes our disabled people and our seniors who might not be able to readily make a visit to an SSA office or negotiate things on the internet, if such thing is even available on the internet, which is limited. But at the same time, when allowing more telework, when there's a phone problem and a customer service problem already, there's also a lot of we don't allow in person. So even though you can't get through on the phone, you also can't show up at our office. We are not open to the public. You must make an appointment. And of course, appointments are very, very uh, spread into the future. So we go into a little bit of that, a little bit of event. We'll see what happens. On on Wednesday the 22nd, we had our live 1 p.m. Q&A. It's a live stream on YouTube. Everybody's welcome to join. And it's just about answering any questions you have on Social Security matters to the extent they can be answered generally and in a public forum like that. That will be conceivably, guys, every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you want to join the next one. That was our second one. We had one the week before, so we just kind of started this. On the 23rd, we had, a little tip about keeping Medicaid when you are leaving SSI because you became eligible for DAC on a parent's work record. It is a law that applies, so it's really, really important for new DAC people who were on SSI and receiving Medicaid because of that. not necessarily losing their Medicaid because they have this greater income from DAC. It's an exception to the general rule about income and SSI, and it's super, super important. Friday, of course, was the 24th, and it was a fraud law review about a Florida fellow who defrauded not just SSA, but Medicare and the VA by faking PTSD and or the severity of the PTSD for 14 years and accumulating almost, oh, it was over $750,000 from those three areas I just mentioned, due to his fraud. So he was busted. Well deserved, I would say. And then Saturday, end of our week, this was about claimants sometimes worries or anxiety or just really lack of comfort with the idea that the SSA might have access to one or more pieces of medical record that may not even be relevant to the disability, and if it's possible to keep that out of the hands of the SSA. And I go into a little bit of that and maybe what shouldn't be so worrisome. Um, so if that's something that's up your alley, feel free to take a look. That was Saturday the 25th. Okay, so I hope you all had a great week and have a better week going forward. Enjoy your Sunday and take care of yourself and your own. And I will see you later. Have a good one. It's still Sunday. Did you miss last week's Social Security roundup? Not this week that you just heard, but the one prior to that, and want to catch up? I'm attaching it now. Have a great day. Bye. Morning. It is Sunday, and we're going to do the Social Security roundup for today. And that would include the days of, so this is all last week, right? The, I'm looking at the 13th through the 18th yesterday. Okay, so on Monday, the 13th, here's what we were at. We were talking about, and why is my thing not? Oh, yeah, benefits, back benefits, Social Security disability versus SSI, and how they differ in terms of how they are calculated. So just a little bit of clarity on that. That was Monday, January 13th. On Tuesday, the 14th, I was passing along some SSA alert with regard to scams and how to avoid them. It was just a reminder they sent to me to share out to anybody else. So I did. And I had some good stuff in there. On the 15th, we talked about the ins and outs of working while you're collecting early retirement. So this would apply to those who are 62 to 67 or whatever that full retirement age is for that individual, and how you can do it when it won't affect your benefits and when it will, and how it might be positive at times when it does. Okay, so now we have January 16th. This was a new court ruling put out by colleague Adriana, and it concerned, this was the Perez case, and it concerned the situation where a vocational expert at hearing provides job information that conflicts with the DOT, Dictionary of Occupational Titles, and that has not been addressed by the ALJ when he or she put forth their decision. So we go into that. That was pretty good. Kind of a reminder to practitioners too of what to definitely uh, review should you get a denial when it comes to what the VE said, what the RFC was, and what the DOT defines certain aspects of the RFC and exertional capacities as, and see if there's any conflict. I think a conflict that remains unaddressed is probably a flat out appealable issue. Friday, the 17th, end of January, guys, can you believe? Fraud law review. This was a funny one. Different than the usual one, so that's why I'm chuckling. It's not as aggravating to me. Don't ask me why. I'm sure it's very aggravating to some other people. It's just not to me. It was two Florida men who had been, for their YouTube channel, no less, um, videotaping inside various field offices of the Social Security Administration. For whatever reason, I haven't seen any of their videos. I'm sure they've been taken down because apparently that's a no-no. You're not allowed to videotape in there. So I guess there's going to be no way to prove some of the things that go on in there, you know, that maybe need a little bit of doge on them. Okay, that was Friday. Saturday, this was in response to a question from somebody wanting to know if the SSI process, when you're proving an SSI case, is the same as the process used to prove an SSD disability case. So we go into that a little bit. And that's it, guys. That's the week. I hope you all had a good one. I hope you have a better one coming up. And stay safe, and I'll talk to you later. Don't forget, Wednesday, 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard, we're going to go live again with a Q&A opportunity for anyone who has questions that are suitable for answering on such a public forum, of which there are many suitable questions. So just keep it clean, and obviously, no personally identified information. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.